Alright guys, well here is a video you guys may enjoy. I was driving the zombie Surburban, daily driving it like I always do, to the grocery store and pulled out onto the highway. When it shifted to second gear, pop! Something in the transmission broke. Stranded in the middle of the highway. I waited 45 minutes for the wrecker. Got it home. So now I'm going to try to get this thing down the hill into the garage, and then we'll pull out the transmission and see what happened. 700R4 Carnage coming your way. I've got the engine running just so I can use the power steering. Reverse doesn't work though. No forward gears. Alright guys, well this is really gonna suck pulling out this transmission, but it's gotta be done. This isn't gonna be a how-to video on pulling a transmission, so we're gonna go through this real quick so we can show you the carnage. First, let's strain out some of this fluid though. Well, if you like your coffee black, you'll like this fluid. Just saying. Better put on the emergency brakes. This thing wants to roll. All right. Brakes are on. Need some basic tools out. My metric socket set out. Okay. Keep a standard set close by. Some basic wrenches, 15, 14, 13. Harbor Freight transmission jack. Bit of a piece of crap, but it is what it is. And there's two ways to deal with this. One way, of course, is to pull out the transfer case first and then go for the transmission. Sometimes we'll just go ahead and go for the whole thing at once. And I am tempted to go for the whole thing at once. Putting it back in, sometimes it's easier to do the transmission first and then the transfer case. It gets pretty heavy together. And this is the aluminum transfer case too. The, what is it, 207 or something like that? It's not the 205, not the 203. Alright, so I've got the drive shaft out. I've got the torque converter bolts out. The transmission linkage out. Oil cooler lines loose. I've got the supports for the transaxle and the support for the transmission loosened up. Speedometer cable loose. Four-wheel drive shifter thingy up inside loose. Got the two electrical connections, one to the transmission, one to the transfer case loose. So now I think it's just a matter of the 6 transmission mounting bolts, and this thing's gonna slide on out. So for that, I'm gonna use my impact with a really long extension and a 15mm socket. Then we'll pop those loose. Let's see how we do here. Alright, there they are. And let's see here, yeah. Well, when you get the transmission out, this is a great time to change your oil pressure sensor because it's right there. Alright, let's see here. Alright, got those pretty easy. Alright, well, the 6 transmission bolts came out pretty easy. Now the scary part, we gotta get this thing back on the ground. This thing's pretty heavy. Go nice and slow. Hopefully it won't fall off the jack. Let's see if I can bring it straight back a little bit. Okay. Nice and easy. Yeah, I find that this thing balances pretty well if you put the transmission jack as far back as you can, touching the support. It's a little bracket that I welded to the transmission jack so I get more sideways angle for putting in the transfer case, but it always gets in my way now. It may not have been the best idea. Oh, just wanting to slide around. Come on. Watch out for your fingers here. Oh boy. I think I'm gonna go on the other side. Going back up. I have to disconnect the TV cable. Alright, so the dripstick may get hung up on the firewall. That always happens. Let's go on down. Alright, it's down. Alright, so now I'm going to have to drop this transmission off of the jack, which is always a violent action. Let me see if I can pull it straight back first. And may come out this way. Here we go. Come on. Be nice. And there it is. Alright, there's one 700 R4. Whew. Now that we got this thing on the ground, I'm going to go ahead and undo these 4 bolts here for the transfer case and pull that off. Alright, well, I am draining this transmission the best I can. Doesn't matter if you pull the pan off or what, there's always more fluid in there than you can get out. So I'm hoping this helps me out a little bit. It's always a mess in there. So I'll probably set this out on a piece of cardboard or something like that instead of my a bench top. Because I say, when I open this up, there's still going to be a lot of fluid. It's going to go everywhere, and the cardboard will help to soak it up. Plus, I don't have to lift this thing 3 feet high onto a bench. Alright guys, you guys can see that? That ain't glitter, that's metal shavings. Alright guys, well, I'm going to drop this thing right here. You're getting a little sneak peek at my next project there. So if you haven't subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button. My camera just shut off automatically. I just pull up my 1-2 accumulator, and there's lots of crud inside from there. I'm going to remove the valve body now. There we go. And there goes the balls. There we go. And I'll have to check some of these valves later, make sure they're okay. Now the plate can come off. Alright. You guys see that? It's dirty. It's definitely dirty. Yeah. Alright, let's see here. What do we got? Is that 13? Yep, 13s. Oh, O-ring here looks pretty good. It's your torque converter, lockup O-ring. If that guy goes bad, you won't have any torque converter lockup. Sometimes these guys can be hard to get out of there. Sometimes you can pry a little bit to the back side. Try to encourage it. There we go. There's your pump. So we're going to check this out later, but it should be fine. So I don't think it was the pump that failed. Okay. Let's see here. I need to pop this button out so I can get this band out. There we go. Band was just kind of up against it, a little snug. There we go. Alright, so now the band will come out. It should anyway. It's all front and center. Can't slide on out of it. Now here's my band. As you can see, I am using a heavy duty Kevlar band, and it still looks really good. So we're going to reuse that guy. So that's not the problem. Okay. Let's see here. Oh man, where's that clip? Ah, there it is. Alright, we finally got this clip out for the planetary gears. That was kind of tough. We had to use a combination of, the snap ring pliers plus a couple of small screwdrivers to work it out, but we got it. Now the moment of truth here. Alright, well there's that. That looks fine. Yeah, this is a pretty heavy duty piece here. This is off the 4L65. This is definitely a nice upgraded piece, so that wasn't a problem. And here goes the sun shell. What do we got here? Oh, it's not broken. I thought that was going to be broken there. Huh. What broke? What broke indeed? I can get this other clip out. These are going to be tough to get up to sometimes because they're so far down in there. Let me pull this up real quick. Put a couple screwdrivers in there. Come on. Once you get the first one over the edge, it's not too bad. Gotta get underneath it and pick it up, which I am failing to do. Ah, shoot. Nope. Try this other side here. Oh, almost. Here's my little screwdriver. Ah, there we go. Got it up. Alright, so now that it's up, this clip will come out. Kind of peel it off all the way around. Okay. And this thing should come out. Maybe. I think it just needs a little tap or something with a hammer and I think it'll pop out. No, maybe not that far along yet. Let me get a little love tap. Nope, not yet. Must be one more O-ring in there, one more lock ring. But those plates should come out. So we're gonna dump it. It does feel rough back here though. Maybe that's what broke. That may be what broke there. Little light taps here. I don't want to break anything. Why doesn't that come out? Something is broken and wedged in there.
It looks kind of blackish.
Plate should come out.
Okay, action.
Alright, well there's another snap ring in there that I took out. This one requires a couple of small screwdrivers to get out of there. But now this thing is loose. Let's see what we got here. Okay. Okay. This over here. Another planetary gear in here. Oh, cracked it. This guy's gonna have to be replaced. Cracked it there as well. Oh, I'm not sure what this is called back here, the second one. But I broke that one. Yeah, there's all the metal back there. Someone to remove that piston and see what's going on back there. Yeah, a lot of chunky metal there. It's hard to believe. That little bit there can keep your transmission from working. Yeah, lots of metal. Ew. I'm expecting something to spin here, but not really. So, alright, well, I guess I'll buy another one of these guys and see about putting it back together. Let me check this thing here. This is one of those one-way thingies. Spins that way and not the other, so that feels okay. That's brag is what they call it, yeah. Clutches are fine. A little better light. You can see the double cracks there. The teeth right here are stripped out. So I see, oh, crack over here on the side. You can see that crack. So not a huge amount of damage, but enough to leave me stranded in the middle of the highway. If I can show that there. There we go. Look at that. No more splines. So, no bueno. So I need a new rear planetary. I know you guys enjoy carnage footage, so there you go. Hit that thumbs up button, and I'll see you again when we get back to some real builds. Thanks for watching.